Hello everybody, my name is Barry Jackson. I'm a physical therapist at Guadalupe Regional Medical Center here in Seguin. I'm fortunate enough to have an employer that will sponsor the Tai Chi offering here at the Seguin Public Library, and honored enough to have the library host the class. Typically it's on the third Saturdays of the month, but with our coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you'd like to refer to it as, we are now doing things remotely, virtually. So I'm here on one of the patios of the library, and otherwise we would meet in the community room. What I'm going to do is run through the Tai Chi that I've been teaching. It's a free class open to the community. Lasts about an hour long, and we have a little socialization afterwards. I talk about that during the class. What I teach is a modification of the Yang style, Y-A-N-G, Yang style Tai Chi. It was designed by a Tai Chi master and a physical therapist to work on balance and stability. So if you were to go on to YouTube and search Tai Chi forms, you'd see several different types of forms. You'd see some that do big sweeping moves. People almost look like they're laying on the ground or kicking really high. Some use weapons, swords, batons. We do none of that. We do things that are very condensed, very compact, basically working the muscles from the thigh to the low back, working on the hip musculature, the pelvic musculature, just to work with balance and stability. I've had individuals in my class that participated here, single-digit years in age, and I've also had those in their 80s that come in. I also teach at the Wellness Center here in town, and have seen great progress with patients that have progressed from using a walker to advancing to a cane to not using any device and traveling the world without that device. So it's been a great benefit. I'm lucky as a physical therapist to have tapped into this about 3 or 4 years ago. What I'll show you are the warm-up exercises that we do. Then I will run through what's called the Tai Chi fundamentals, which are the building blocks for Tai Chi. A lot of the different forms that you can find online will use those components to create their form. And then I'll run through the form that I teach. A form is similar to dance. When you call it a routine, everybody does the same thing. A form is the same, just the same thing. Some will call each movement a form, other will call the entire sequence of things a form. Either way, the form that I teach is what we do. I have a little bit of music. It'll be playing from the phone on the speaker. I will be speaking a little bit just to explain what I'm doing and what you can focus on as far as your breathing and what muscle groups or what muscle areas you need to relax or try to use. I apologize if I throw out some terms. As a physical therapist for 30 years, sometimes I'll say internal rotation versus turning your arm. I apologize for that. It just kind of comes out naturally. If you get the opportunity, come to the class, and what I'll do is at the end, I'll even give an email address where you can reach out to me. If you have further questions, you can contact the library or you can contact the Wellness Center. Either way, I'll go ahead and start some music here and get in position. Typically what we do is some warm-up exercises. We start in a position that's called horse stance. The feet are flat, shoulder width apart on the ground or hip width apart, whatever body region you choose to use. The knees are soft. When I say soft, we're not standing with the leg straight, so I'll turn a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Instead of the leg being straight, the knees are soft. So we slightly bend the knees, but enough so that the feet stay firmly on the ground, so you're rooting with the earth. So the knees are soft. The tailbone is heavy. Again, I'll turn. Most of us, when we stand, we have a tendency to stick our caboose out. The tailbone, we want to make that heavy, so we're going to tuck it underneath so that it's pointing at the spot between our large toes. So the knees are soft and the tailbone is heavy. You imagine that you have a chain or a screw into the top of your head, and it's lifting the body upright, so it helps you maintain an upright posture. The hands are awake. They're not fully extended, they're not relaxed in a fist, but they're just kind of extended slightly with the palms out to the side of the thighs, facing backwards. This position is called horse stance. While you're in this position, you want to focus on diaphragmatic breathing, the most relaxing way to breathe. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose is the technique that I teach. Some of us, when we breathe, if you stand in line at the grocery store and you watch people breathe, as they breathe in, you see the shoulders go up and you see the shoulders go down. So some people, as they breathe, they're moving their shoulders, they're tightening the neck muscles, and that defeats the purpose of trying to relax through the Tai Chi. So here we do diaphragmatic breathing, where as you breathe in, the stomach will pooch out, and as you breathe out, the stomach will go in. exercises to get things ready. While we're breathing, as we breathe in, we do sweeping arm circles. So as I breathe in, I turn the palms up. Take the hands up over the head, trying not to raise the shoulders, so I keep the neck relaxed. Hold that for a second or two, and then slowly exhale, pushing the palms towards the ground. Do that at your breathing rate or your breathing pace. One more of those. And as the hands come down, tuck the elbows into the side, turn the palms to face each other. Kind of rotate the shoulders outward as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, the palms will approach each other, trying not to touch. While doing this, you want to make sure the knees are still soft, the tailbone is still heavy, equal weight distributed through your feet, left and right, heels to toes. And then as you exhale, you extend the arms, turn the palms up. As you breathe in, raise the hands to just above the belly button, just below the rib cage. Slowly exhale. Exhale back to horse stance. Going to take each segment of the spine, starting with the cervical or the neck region, and as you exhale, roll it forward, down upon itself, slowly reaching towards the floor as far as you can go comfortably.
The knees still stay soft. Equal weight through the feet. Breathing in on the way back up, back to horse stance.
A little movement of the spine during the form, so this just gives an opportunity to stretch some things out that we don't really get to
during this type of form that I teach. As you return to horse stance, you'll take your position of your feet and maybe double the width that they are. Toes still straight ahead, knees are still soft, tailbone is still heavy. A couple of breaths with those sweeping arm circles. This time the arms go up, we pause at the top, and then as you exhale, you side bend directly to your left. All the motion comes from the low back and the middle back. The legs try not to move at all. Knees are still soft, tailbone is still heavy. Breathing in, back to center. And then exhale to the right. Back to center into a position that's called holding the moon. Hands are out in front of the chest, the nose is pointing at the fingertips. As you breathe in, you're going to take the elbows, move the shoulders out like you're trying to touch the elbows together behind you. And then as you exhale, bring the arms all the way around, pat yourself on the shoulders, on the back. Breathing in again. One more of those. Then return to holding the moon. Nice deep breath in. This time as you exhale, rotating just in the middle spine. Leave the legs and hips where they are if possible. When you exhale, rotate to the left. Breathe in, back to center. And then to the right as you exhale. Each side. As you come back to center, the arms drop. This time as you breathe in, you're going to take the back of the hands and try to touch them together behind your back. Moving the shoulders backwards. And then as you exhale, bring the arms out to the front, trying to touch the back, nearly touching the back of the hands together in front of you. Bringing the shoulders forward, stretching the upper back. And just to make sure you get a stretch of the neck when the hands are close in the front, you can tuck the chin if you'd like. And make sure your head is all the way back up before you start breathing in again. We're going to take our feet, bring them slightly closer together, turning the toes to the outside. This is just to stretch the deep hip muscles. You're going to try to keep your shoulders above your pelvis if you can. And imagine that you're a toad or a frog and you're going to squat down and still try to do the diaphragmatic breathing, going down as far as you can comfortably while still looking forward. If you have back problems, knee problems, hip problems, then just remain in the horse stance position and just focus on your breathing. If you can squat all the way down, you don't feel a stretch, maybe shifting side to side if you can, just to try to get a little bit of a stretch, and after 2 or 3 breaths, then you come back up to horse stance. Those are the warm-ups that we do. Gets most of the body limbered up, warmed up, ready to go for the performance of the Tai Chi. The next thing we'll go through now are called the fundamental form, or it's the Tai Chi fundamentals. I'll talk through those, and these are the building blocks I was mentioning at the beginning. Then if you look at most Tai Chi forms, you'll see pieces or components of these throughout the form. So the first is called heavy arms. You're starting in horse stance. Imagine you have string, thread, chains, whatever tied to your wrists. You let your wrists lead the way, come up to about the height of your shoulders. Your elbows stay heavy, meaning my elbows stay bent. And after I pause there for a moment, then I just completely relax the arms and let them swing to a stop. A couple of those at your pace. Bending your knees, and then gently, almost straightening them fully, basically bouncing the body up and down, and then we add crane arms with that, leading with the wrists again out to the side, so as you go up, the wrists lead on the way up, then the wrists lead on the way down. The hands are relaxed, fingers trail like you're dragging your hands through water. You can breathe on the way up, breathe in, and breathe out on the way down. From that one, we progress to bare roots. The knees are soft, the tailbone is heavy, the hands come down, palms face downward as if your hands are on the back of a chair or a countertop. Keeping the body upright, you're going to shift the body to one direction, over one leg. I'm shifted to the left or stable on the left, so I'm pushing my left foot hard into the floor. Then I shift to the right. This is called bare roots. Get to the point that you can press hard enough and you have the hip muscles that are strong enough, you can actually progress to bare roots on one leg. If you're going to try to lift the foot off the floor, it doesn't have to come 2 feet off the floor. As long as you can see daylight or get all the pressure off of one foot, bare roots on one leg. is simply that, lifting one foot off the floor. If you have a mirror or reflective glass in front of you of some kind, you want to make sure that when you're trying to lift the foot off the floor, you're not moving the body to the side, you're not moving it back. All the motion comes from the hip. So bare roots, and then bare roots on one leg. From this one, we progress to stable and open. As the left foot comes down, you go back to holding the moon. I'm going to shift to the left, just what we did in bare roots. So I'm stable on the left, and then I open to the right. My nose and my right toes are pointed in the same direction as my arms open. And as I come back together, I gather the stars. And I go stable to the right and open to the left. Keeping the body upright, not leaning backwards, not leaning to the side. Most of my weight is remaining on the stable side. I'm just keeping this heel on the floor just to feel where I am on the ground. But I'm not leaning backwards to make that happen. I'm just shifting the weight all through the hips. I'm not straightening either leg. Do one more to each side. From this one, we progress to the traditional Tai Chi stance. So the arms will drop. I'll go stable to the left. I open to the right. Put all my weight into my right foot, and then I reach out with that left foot, still keeping the distance, the shoulder width distance between my heels. Both knees stay bent, and I'm rocking my body forward and backward. Bear walks with crane arms. Leading with the wrists come up as I go forward and down as I go backward. Shoulders are staying above the hips. Breathing slowly. Do it with the rhythm of your breathing if you can. From here, we return to horse stance. And I go stable to the right and open to the left. All the way into that left foot. Reach out with the right foot. Feet remain shoulder width apart. Same thing, rock backwards and then rock forward. And then back to horse stance. The next is called the Taichi Fold. Watching this section of the hip region, I'm going to fold to the left. My shoulders are staying above my hips, my arms are completely relaxed, and I fold to the right. And fold to the left. One more time to each side. 3 versions of the fold. That's the first with the arms relaxed. Then we'll repeat that with the holding the moon. Fingertips remain in front of the chest. Nose continues to point at the fingertips. So all this motion is coming from one hip. I'm not rocking side to side. I'm just rotating in place. And then the third of the Tai Chi Fold is as I fold to the left, the right arm goes straight out to the front, the left arm goes out to the side, leading with the wrist. The fingers relax. Shoulders stay relaxed. From this one, we progress to crane takes flight. As the arms come down, you make the symbol of crane heads with your hands. Stable on the right, you open on the left to give you some stability. You bring the right foot out in front of the right hip. Go up onto the toe, trying to raise that, not pushing with the calf muscles, but raising with the hip muscles. The foot goes down, bring the left foot out in front of the left hip. Use that reflective glass or mirror to make sure you're not leaning backwards or leaning to the side. The knee stays soft. If you feel compelled to try to lift the foot off the floor, make sure you're not leaning backwards or leaning to the side. The foot does not have to come up high. It can just barely clear the ground. You can try to lift it if you want to, but make sure your upper body doesn't move. All the motion comes from the hip. From there, we progress to dancing crane, holding the moon again, stable on the left. Bring the right foot out in front of the right hip, and then take that right foot back out, following that arc until you feel tightness start to develop in that hip, and that's where you stop. Then you just leave the toe on the ground if you'd like, leaving the knee slightly extended. Stable to the right, bring the left foot out in front of the left hip. Similar to crane takes flight, if you want to try to lift that leg, bring it out to the front, take it out to the side, the knee stays slightly extended, all the motion comes from the hip. You're not leaning backwards, you're not throwing your hips out. The last of the fundamentals, arms go down, foot goes on the ground, stable to the left, open to the right. All the weight into that right foot, reaching out with the left, keeping the heels shoulder width apart, squaring the pelvis and shoulders forward. This time we're going to fold on the right side, and unfold, and the right arm moves as if you're tossing a ball. Back to horse stance. Stable on the right, open to the left. All the weight in the left foot, reach out with the right. Feet shoulder width apart, and you square the pelvis and shoulders, and then you fold to the left. And as you unfold, imagine you're tossing a ball with the left hand. Back to horse stance. So I completed the warm-up exercises, then we went through the fundamentals in what's called the fundamental form, doing multiple repetitions of those. And what I'll do now is what builds up to what I teach, the actual form itself. Typically, what I do in the class and what I'll do here is I'm going to go through the form 3 times. The first time, I won't say anything. I'll just focus on my breathing and I'll run through the form. The second time, I'll talk through the moves and talk through the motion. So if you watch this video over and over again, you can use it as a teaching point, just to try to learn the process. And then the third time, I'll do it again, saying nothing. Start in a standing, relaxed position. Put all the weight into your right leg. Lift the left leg with the hip muscles. Place the foot down, straight ahead. Shift all your body weight, stable on the left. Opening to the right, the hands awaken. Lift the right leg. Turn on the left, place that foot down. You're now in horse stance. Leading with the wrists. The wrists come up as high as the shoulders, elbows stay heavy. Bring the wrist back towards the front of the shoulders. Slowly press the palms downward as they're going down. Stable to the left, open to the right. You can imagine an energy ball in front of your body. Right hand is on top, palms facing each other. Shift all the weight to your right foot. Reach out with the left. Transition the weight to that left foot. As you do a ward off left, left palm is facing the center of the chest. Right hand is down, facing backwards by my right thigh. Rock backwards, press the base of the palms together as you rock forward. That's called the press. As you rock back, separate the hands, palms in front of the shoulders. Rock forward again. This is called the push. Rock backwards, open to the left. Another energy ball. This time left hand is on top. Shift all the weight into that left foot. Reach out with the right. As that heel hits, transfer the weight to the forward foot. Do a ward off right. Rock backwards. Do another press. Rock backwards, and then as you come forward, another push. All the weight into the right foot. Bring the left foot up equal with the right to do repulse the monkey. Fold to the right, extending the left arm. Turn the left palm up. Bring the right palm in front of the right shoulder. Fold to the left, extending the right arm. Turn the right palm up. Left palm in front of the left shoulder. Fold to the right again. Extending the left arm, all the weight into the right foot. Reach back with that right when the toes hit. Arms change positions. Extend the arm as you're going backwards. All the weight in the right foot. Reach back, left foot. Reach back with the right. Shift the weight into that right foot. Arm extends again. Bring the left foot back equal with the right. Ideally, toes are both pointed straight ahead. Folding to the left. Cloud hands position. Left hand is on top, right hand is on the bottom. Palms facing the middle of your body. As you fold to the right, the top hand drops down the outside. Folding to the left. This is number 2. Folding to the right. Number 3. Folding to the left. Number 4, all the weight goes into that left leg. Lift the right leg and side step to your right. Fold to the right. All the weight in the right leg. Side step to the right with the left. Feet shoulder width apart, folding to the left. Extend the arms. Make the image of a crane head with your right hand pointed at the palm of your left hand. All the weight into that left foot. Reach forward with the right foot. Diagonal step in front of the left. A single whip is raising the right wrist out to the side of the right shoulder. Reach out with that left foot. Feet shoulder width apart. When you square to the side, ward off left. Turn the left hand down, gently extend that elbow. Rock backwards, arms stay there. Open to the left. Now drop the arms. Right knee follows right elbow. Reach back with that right foot. When the toes hit, transfer the weight. Left knee follows left elbow. Reach back with the left foot, cross the arms in front of the body. Right arm is out in front. Transfer the body weight onto that left foot. A diagonal lift of the right leg. Arms separate. Right palm is low, left palm is high behind the head. The palms are drawing a line through the head. Turn your nose towards the right palm. Reach back with the right leg, crossing the arms again. Left arm in front. All the weight in the right leg. Diagonal lift of the left, palm draw a line through the head again. Left hand is low, nose points at the left palm. While you're on that right leg, rotate the body back towards the side, step into the 70-30. Do a brush knee left, extending the right arm. Fold to the right. Bring the right hand up in front of the right shoulder. Brush knee left again. Arms stay there, rock backwards, open to the left. Energy ball in front of the body. Left hand on top. Reach through with the right foot. When the heel hits, do a brush knee right, extending the left arm. Hold to the left. Left hand comes up in front of the left shoulder. Brush knee right again. Arms stay there. Rock backwards. Open to the right. As you're shifting the weight into the right foot, bring the left thumb back towards the left chest. Make a fist with the right hand. When the heel hits, square the pelvis and shoulders. As as you extend the wrist out and the fist out at waist height. Turn both palms up to the ceiling. Put the left palm underneath the right elbow. As you fold to the right, drag the forearm and fingers through the left palm. Hands come up in front of the shoulders. Turn back to the side. All the weight in the right foot. Put the left foot behind the right, toes pointed straight ahead. Sweeping circle as you breathe in. Right arm is out in front of the left. Palms face the front of the shoulders. As you exhale, drag the right fingertips down to the left elbow, left forearm, back of the left hand, back to horse stance momentarily. Stable to the left, open to the right, all the weight in the right foot. Bring the left heel to the right heel. So that's the completion of the form. Enjoy the video, watch it as many times as possible. If you have questions, I can be reached by email, bjackson@grmedcenter.com. I'll answer questions accordingly. I thank the Guadalupe Regional Medical Center Inpatient Rehab Unit for regularly sponsoring our monthly Tai Chi here at the library. Thanks to the library for hosting us to allow us to use the community room, third Saturdays of the month. Hopefully by August we'll get started up again. But between now and then, watch the video, practice, email questions if you want to. I'll either email back or put your phone number on your email, and I'll try to call you back when I get a break during patient care. Thank you again for letting me come in and teach you a little bit of what I have a passion for, and hope to see you soon.